A warning today from Louisville Metro health officials seeing an increase in children diagnosed with chickenpox. So far this year, they've had 14 cases, but half of those were reported just last month. The cases have all been in people who were either unvaccinated or too young to be. Doctors warn you can develop chickenpox several ways.
People with chickenpox are contagious for 1 to 2 days before they develop a rash. So that makes it tricky. I think some people also don't know that chickenpox isn't just spread by people with chickenpox. It can also be spread by touching the rash of a person with shingles.
The number one thing doctors say you can do is to make sure your child has the chickenpox vaccine. There are vaccines available and they can be given to adults too, but as always, speak to your child's pediatrician or doctor first. Right now, the Pleasure Ridge Park Fire Department's blessing another safe haven baby box. This one is installed at its station at the 9500 block of Stone Street Road. The baby box marks the 29th location in the nation and the 45th in the state. Since 2016, safe haven baby boxes have provided a discreet and secure option for parents to surrender their newborns. 54 infants have been safely and legally surrendered in a baby box so far. The National Safe Haven Crisis Line has also assisted with more than 150 handoff surrenders. Right now, a southern Indiana man just learned his sentence for a fatal crash that killed a Kansas father and injured his family in downtown Louisville. Michael Hurley will now spend 70 years in prison. In October, jurors found Hurley guilty of murder, driving under the influence, and multiple counts of assault. He was convicted of crashing into a Kansas family walking on the sidewalk in downtown Louisville in 2022. Hurley was under the influence of drugs at the time. Now, Trey Jones, the father, died, and his wife and daughter are still dealing with life-altering injuries.
There is nothing I can say or will say that will be able to make anyone feel any better about what's happened or the afflictions that are taking place because of it. All that I can say is that I am truly sorry about what's happened. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Michael Hurley there talking to his victims. He could have faced up to 75 years. Again, that sentence, 70 years behind bars. The Louisville Fire Department is getting its money. The Metro Council approved Mayor Craig Greenberg's plan for how the city will spend $16 million in budget surplus. That includes $6 million for Louisville Fire to improve its aging fire stations and to buy new equipment. The LFD plans to buy 3 new fire trucks and repair 4 stations across the city. The rest of that money will go toward infrastructure, affordable housing, and park and city improvements. Kentucky State University and Louisville's Department of Corrections have launched a new partnership that will meet the educational needs of LMDC officers. It's called the Correctional Certificate Pathway, and once they complete their courses, corrections officers will earn a certificate from KSU.
My hope is that we can grow this program and give all the trainees the opportunity to earn a credential. Because like Dr. Williams said earlier, there is life after the academy.
Credits earned can also apply toward a degree to further their careers.
We have signed a historic consent decree agreement with the United States Department of Justice.
The federal oversight of Louisville and the LMPD officially begins after months of negotiations. Yesterday, Mayor Craig Greenberg signed that federal consent decree. It is a major step toward reforming Louisville's police department, and it sets the stage for changes in how the department operates. City leaders say this is about more than compliance. It's about regaining trust and charting a new path forward. Our senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez breaks it all down for us.
While we have this agreement as a guiding document, this is our city. This is our department. The Department of Justice is not making decisions for the city of Louisville or LMPD. We are.
A milestone years in the making, the federal reform agreement that'll guide LMPD's policies and procedures is finished. But Police Chief Paul Humphrey, who's been at the negotiating table for months, drawing a clear line, saying the ball is in LMPD's court.
Have you told your officers, listen, stick with us?
Our officers are good. You know, she's made several references to all the things that we've done bad. I would not define our department by its worst moments. I like to define people by their best.
Our negotiations are now complete.
Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg calling this consent decree unique, unlike any other across the country, and cheaper. The price tag for right now, a max of $3 million over the course of 2 years.
This agreement caps the amount our city will spend on an out-of-state monitor.
Greenberg predicting compliance with the required reforms in 5 years or less. Many other cities have been monitored for more than a decade.
Under this decree, there will be no moving the goalposts. Our officers will have clear guidance and clear benchmarks. This agreement focuses on good police work, not on more paperwork.
U.S. Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark making a bold prediction, acknowledging the city has proactively made changes.
At the end of the process, we expect that the Louisville Police Department will be a model police department and a shining example of constitutional policing.
Required reforms will include revising use of force training, search warrant procedure, and policy on sexual harassment cases.
And we are confident that we can institute reforms in 5 years.
Is Louisville in a better position?
Louisville has not stood by idly.
Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
That conversation about the consent decree does not stop with yesterday's announcement. There's also a community meeting on Monday about it as well. For some, the consent decree is just the start. Tamika Palmer, that's Breonna Taylor's mother, sat through yesterday's announcement with the DOJ. The 2-year investigation by the feds actually reached far back, years before her daughter was killed in 2020. In their investigation, the feds found routine examples of civil rights violations against citizens, especially people of color. Palmer says she won't feel truly confident until she sees actions taken.
We've been talking since 2020, and again, some things have happened very slowly, some not at all. So we definitely have to see action.
You can read the full consent decree, all 242 pages, posted online right now at WHAS11.com. You can find it right there on the home page. Union workers at GE Appliance Park in Louisville just rejected a proposed 4-year agreement with the company. GE said it's disappointed the workers struck down that agreement. A spokesperson for the company said, "Together, our represented employees and the company must make decisions that will allow us to continue to support our customers and drive new business in a challenging appliance industry. We need a fair contract that recognizes employee contributions and allows the company to continue to reinvest in the future." The U of L Board of Trustees has approved a 5-year contract extension for Athletics Director Josh Hurd, which now will run through June of 2030. And for Hurd, who's been in this role starting in December of 2021 as the interim, this deal was a welcomed vote of confidence.
This was my first AD job, and so the last 3 years to be able to really, I would say, take advantage of that opportunity and parlay it into where a board, a president, and hopefully a fan base feel like the right person is in charge here. So I can't put into words how much it means.
Hurd's base salary remains the same at $850,000.